Yeah, and it's been a gorgeous day today. I mean, no complaints really the entire week, and it's going to continue to be nice for the weekend. Here's our temperatures. You know, we had that weak cold front come by this morning that left us with some cooler temps. 70 in Las Cruces, 73 in El Paso, Demi at 70. But, you know, with all the sunshine, the winds have lightened up a bit. It just feels great out there. Cloudcroft, 52, and up in Ruidoso at 61 degrees. Now, the winds. These are the gusts right now, and not too bad. We can handle 16-mile-an-hour gusts. You see 20 out there in the Sierra Blanca. But we'll talk about your Friday night football game forecast and the weekend. A lot of you folks are going to stay busy with outdoor events, so we'll talk about how the forecast looks coming up, Mark.
All right, thanks, Doppler. Let's take a live check of the Friday afternoon drive with the help of the ABC 7 TxDOT traffic cameras. Here we are in West El Paso. This is the camera at I-10 in Oz.
Covered by executive privilege. Bannon could face up to a year behind bars and a $100,000 fine if the DOJ prosecutes and a jury finds him guilty. Other former Trump aides are also refusing to cooperate with the investigation. The committee's action against Bannon could send them a strong signal. Elizabeth Scholze, ABC News, Washington.
After months of contentious debate, the Texas House passes its version of a bill restricting how transgender students can participate in sports. We'll take you to the final vote. And the CDC and health officials in El Paso seeing an increase in sexually transmitted diseases. Our medical contributor, Dr. Ogachika Alozi, joins me after the break to talk about this growing health threat.
When it comes to used cars, El Paso trusts Rudolph. RudolphCars.com.
Start your day off right with what happened overnight, plus live coverage of breaking news and weather and traffic on the 7s.
Good morning, El Paso.
The team you know.
The team you trust.
It really is a miracle. Hi, I'm Susan Goodell, CEO of El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank. Every day, I'm privileged to be part of the miracle. The miracle of providing enough food for over 120,000 of our community's most vulnerable people to have 3 nutritious meals per day. And each day, thanks to generous people like you who volunteer and contribute to make sure the miracle continues. Thank you. Please help keep the miracle going. Donate now at elpasoansfightinghunger.org.
It's all treats and no tricks right now at National Furniture Liquidators. In-stock furniture plus great financing options regardless of your credit. Scary good deals like this queen bedroom set, just $888 with a free chest. Or this reclining sofa and love seat, both pieces just $988 while they last. Dinettes, living room, entertainment, home office, and more. All on sale and all in stock. It's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
This is a little town called Basic. That's where the townspeople buy their basic cars, and that's a 2021 Nissan Sentra. It comes with standard Apple CarPlay and more standard horsepower and safety features than a Toyota Corolla. Looks like Basic is never going to be the same.
Oh, no.
The 2021 Nissan Sentra, anything but basic.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models, or get a low $209 per month lease on Sentra.
What makes Febreze Air Effects different? While cheaper aerosols rely on artificial propellants, Febreze uses a 100% natural propellant. Check it out. Pressure created by what's in your air makes the bottle spray, which means freshness everyone will love. Febreze.
Frequent heartburn? Not anymore. The Prilosec OTC 2-week challenge is helping people love what they love again. Just 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. Because life starts when heartburn stops. Take the challenge at PrilosecOTC.com.
In these days of the pandemic, you may not hear much about this, but El Paso has a problem with sexually transmitted diseases, and it's a problem that's growing nationwide. New data published by the CDC shows that in 2019, there were 2.5 million reported cases of chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis, the 3 most common STDs. That's a 30% increase from 2015. El Paso health officials are urging people to get tested for STDs. And our medical contributor, Dr. Ogachika Alozi with Sunset ID Care is here. Doctor, talk about your role as an infectious disease doctor and what state health officials are doing to try to lessen this problem with STDs.
Yeah, definitely. So before I was, I guess, Dr. COVID, right, my background is in HIV and sexually transmitted infections. And I think what's important, again, for people to understand is that this is not going away. it's about sex, and people have sex, especially young people that have sex. And so whether it's the health department, whether it's the state, whether it's the CDC, all of us are trying to get people to understand that you shouldn't be ashamed of it. Let's get tested. Let's find out where you can get tested and where you can get treated as need be.
What age range and ethnicity do most of these cases fall?
I think we're in El Paso, right? So 88% of it is going to be Hispanic. But I think people often say, well, it's only the youth. And on average, 16 to 30 is the prime age that has a lot of these sexually transmitted infections. But as we live longer, as things like Viagra and Cialis are on the market, more and more of this creeps up into the older age groups, whether it's 60, 70, 80. I've seen people with chlamydia and gonorrhea in that age group as well.
So what options are available here in El Paso if someone thinks they may have contracted an STD?
Yeah, there's a host of options. I think that's where we are blessed. The city health department, the county actually has a site. They have multiple sites. They do mobile testing. They do a really good job of going to where youths hang out, the bar scenes, clubs, multiple places across the city. They have events that come up probably every month, and they've been excellent in that. I think it's also important for people to understand that if you have a primary care physician or a clinician, talk to them about it. Don't be shy about your health, because especially in men and women particularly, long-term STDs or STIs can actually cause infertility when you're trying to have a child. I think obviously my organization, Sunset ID Care, which is what we specialize in upon other things, and there's a host of FQHCs in the community, whether it's Centro San Vicente or La Fe, that are also doing that. And again, at the end of the day, and we've said this before, Mark, talk to your physician and have a conversation. Don't be shy to talk about it.
Always good advice. Dr. Ogachika Alozi, ABC 7 medical contributor with Sunset ID Care. Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
We have more news about your health coming up after the break. Former President Bill Clinton in the hospital recovering from a urinary tract infection that spread to his bloodstream. What men need to know about UTIs.
Used cars you can trust at Rudolph Chevrolet, I-10 and Red Road.
When shopping for the customer, I always ask myself, would I buy this?
You have someone that cares going through and hand-selecting products that we would buy for our own families.
Making sure you get the highest quality that we have, the freshest of the fresh.
Our goal is to be as fast and reliable as possible.
When an order drops, we make sure that's priority.
You can order from the safety of your home, whether it's to your car or your doorstep, we'll bring the groceries right to you.
Submitting your accident claim online should be fast and easy, unless...
I see you wrecked your car out there.
And you are?
I'm an insurance adjuster. Sign here and we can settle.
Don't sign anything.
Who are you?
I'm Michael Gopin and I'll fight for your rights.
This isn't over yet, Michael Gopin.
What just happened?
Michael Gopin just happened. Call the law offices of Michael Gopin right now. Care of.
This is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze, and its mission is to make sleep feel cool. So no more night sweats, no more nocturnal baking, no high blast ceiling fans, or polar ice cap air conditioner mode. Because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers superior cooling from cover to core, helping you sleep cool.
$300 on select Tempur-Pedic mattresses and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Preserving the dignity of those who need assistance in their daily living tasks is what Valor Personal Assistance Service Inc. is all about. We help people of all ages with disabilities, bringing peace of mind to the families that are in need of care for their loved ones. If yours is in need of help, call Valor Personal Assistance Service Inc. today.
Night, Sarah.
Drive safe.
Thanks.
Drive safe.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Mommy.
You guys ready?
Sure you got everything? Drive safe.
We all say it. Chevy can help you do it. The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new peace of mind. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get interest-free financing for 72 months on select popular SUV models. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
Former President Bill Clinton is said to be recovering after being admitted to a hospital for a urinary tract infection that spread to his bloodstream. Thousands of older men are diagnosed with UTIs every year, and it can be dangerous, even deadly, if it leads to sepsis. Mandy Gaither has the signs to watch for in today's Health Minute.
It's a medical emergency, especially in an individual over the age of 65.
After a few days in the hospital, former President Bill Clinton is said to be on the mend. Doctors say the 75-year-old developed a urinary tract infection which spread to his bloodstream, a dangerous illness called sepsis.
About 25% of all sepsis cases start as urinary tract infections, and then it proceeded to the blood.
Urinary tract infections are common in older people but can be difficult to diagnose. Some symptoms include confusion, weakness, and muscle aches.
Left untreated, it has a very high mortality rate.
Early detection is key to the easily treatable infection. Doctors were able to administer antibiotics and fluids to help Clinton. While urinary tract infections are most common in women, thousands of men get them every year, possibly due to incomplete emptying of the bladder or hygiene challenges. The risk of infection increases with age.
It just goes to show you how fragile things can get as you get older, and you have to be alert to telltale signs of extreme fatigue or fever or shivering or cold.
The former president's infection appears to have been caught early. Doctors say he will likely be switched to oral antibiotics soon. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
An FDA panel today endorsing booster shots for their COVID-19 vaccine. That's the one we're talking about, Johnson & Johnson. Plus, a date is set on when the United States will welcome fully vaccinated foreign travelers. And a dog trapped 40 feet down in a crevice for 5 days. The extraordinary measures the rescue team used to get the dog out.
T-shirts, business cards, and brochures to embroidery and banners, Java Print can do it all. Our in-house designers can help you craft the perfect message or logo to help your cause or business grow. If you think it, we'll ink it. Visit us at 1331 Wyoming or online at java.inc.
For the absolute highest quality and best prices for rock materials in the Southwest, JMT Rockers has exactly what you're looking for. Perfect for construction companies and homeowners, will get you the size and type of rocks you need to complete your project. Call JMT Rockers. We will rock you.
Life has taught you many lessons. Like word of mouth means words you can trust. And 4 out of 5 customers would recommend a Cigna Medicare Advantage plan to their friends and family. Because we strive to deliver high-quality plans at the best price for you. Call 1-877-577-6532 to get an affordable Cigna Medicare Advantage plan. With no monthly premium, no primary doctor copay, and no copay for many prescription drugs. Plus, we constantly partner with local doctors so that their quality of care meets your standards. You've also learned to plan before you proceed. Head in the right direction. Call now for our free Medicare Advantage Guide. Medicare annual enrollment is here. Get the best plan for you at the right price. Call 1-877-577-6532. That's 1-877-577-6532. Or go to getCignaMedicare.com, because life has taught you well.
Men, don't let your age keep you from having more energy, building muscle, losing weight, and having an increased sex drive. At Diamond HRT, we specialize in hormone replacement therapy that will give you a longer, healthier, and more fulfilled life. For more information, call or visit DiamondHRT.com.
The Oscar Arrieta Agency is proud to support the UTEP athletic program this year on ABC7.
Pater Pete is in good hands with Allstate. Are you? Go Miners!
Call us for your free insurance proposal today.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7 at 4.
Welcome back to ABC 7 at 4. I'm Mark Ross. If you're just joining us this afternoon, let's get you up to date on some of today's top stories. An FDA advisory panel voted today to recommend Johnson & Johnson's booster shot for millions of Americans. Meantime, the Biden administration says fully vaccinated travelers will be able to enter the U.S. within weeks. But there are concerns about holiday travel, with nearly half of TSA agents still unvaccinated. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze reports from Washington.
A key FDA panel voting to recommend Johnson & Johnson's booster shots for adults over age 18 at least 2 months after their first dose.
We do have 19 out of 19 unanimous yes votes.
J&J making the case its booster shots increase the immune system's response against the coronavirus.
It will increase efficacy against severe disease
It will increase efficacy against all symptomatic COVID.
The same FDA advisory panel unanimously voted Thursday to recommend Moderna boosters at half the dose 6 months after the first shots for anyone above age 65, 18 and older with underlying conditions, and those at high risk of exposure to the virus at work. The FDA and CDC still need to approve the advisory panel's recommendations for both J&J and Moderna boosters, which could happen within days.
What we're trying to do is bring your immunity up to the point when you were first vaccinated.
The panel is also reviewing new data from the National Institutes of Health, finding it appears to be safe and may be effective to mix and match different vaccines. The Biden administration now says fully vaccinated foreign travelers can enter the U.S. starting November 8th. But there are new fears about travel delays this holiday season, after the TSA revealed 40% of its employees are still unvaccinated. They have until November 22nd to comply with the federal vaccine mandate or risk losing their jobs.
Something's going to have to give. I'm really worried.
CDC data shows that on average, the number of Americans who are getting a booster shot every day has now surpassed the number of those who are getting their first dose of a COVID vaccine. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
New Mexico's indoor mask mandate has been extended once again, this time until November 12th. Everyone 2 and older must wear a mask in all indoor public spaces except when eating or drinking. The mandate was re-implemented in August due to the rising number of new COVID-19 cases and deaths in New Mexico. The state says 20 new deaths and 879 new cases were reported just yesterday. Big economic news for Doñana County. A New Jersey-based company is expanding their manufacturing capabilities, bringing 315 new jobs to a plant in Chamberino. WTEC Energy, which stands for Wind, Turbines, Energy and Cable, plans to invest $20 million into this former pet food manufacturing facility, which will make cable wiring for wind and solar technologies. Those 315 jobs come with an average salary of $37,000 a year. Hiring for the new facility expected to begin next year. To Storm Track weather now. Chief Meteorologist Dave Spielman has your weekend forecast.
And it looks good, and we're looking great out there right now. In fact, the entire region is very nice. A little warmer out there finally in Tucson and Phoenix. 83 there, up in elevation at Flagstaff at 50. Albuquerque at 59. We're enjoying 73. I always say, sunshine and mid-70s is the ideal temperature for, at least for me. 60 degrees up in Amarillo. Midland, Odessa at 72, and Austin at 79 degrees. Here's your planner as we look ahead to tonight. Friday night football games, whatever you got planned. 68 degrees, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock at 62 already. And by 11 o'clock, we'll be at 59. But we'll talk specifics about your weekend forecast. Look into next week coming up.
All right, Doppler, thanks. Let's take another live look at your Friday afternoon drive with the help of the ABC 7 TxDOT traffic cameras. Here we are on the east side of El Paso at I-10 and Lee Trevino, the camera facing to the west. And things are looking good on the freeway in both directions. No trouble spots to tell you about. A bill that restricts how transgender students participate in school sports is heading to the Texas Senate. It cleared the House yesterday during this third special session of the Texas legislature. Matt Doherty reports the Senate is also expected to pass it.
If it becomes law, public school student athletes born male will only be allowed to play on boys' sports teams. Athletes born female only allowed to play on girls' teams, unless an all-girls team at the school doesn't exist. Republican Representative Valerie Swanson from Spring helped author the bill.
Biological males, in addition to having much higher testosterone levels, have many other physiological advantages that girls just cannot overcome.
Most House Democrats disagreed. Some said the bill was unnecessary.
To the community, this is Bathroom Bill 3.0. A bill that was not needed then, and a bill that is not needed now.
What do we want? Passionate voices from both sides have been heard for months outside of the Texas Capitol.
It protects all athletes to play fairly.
Some argued the bill would preserve the progress made in women's sports over the years.
The goal is to bully and harass trans children.
Others said it could stigmatize and exclude transgender students even more.
When I was growing up, I was a lesbian. And I never told anybody because it wasn't okay.
There being 76,054 nays, HB 25 was passed.
And that was Matt Daugherty reporting a similar bill filed in the House previously did not pass. The Justice Department is planning to ask the Supreme Court to temporarily block the controversial Texas abortion ban. The DOJ wants the law halted while legal challenges play out. This comes after a federal appeals court ruled yesterday that the ban could remain in effect after a district court temporarily blocked it. The law bars most abortions after 6 weeks and also allows private citizens to sue providers or anyone who assists a woman in having the procedure. Conservative justices have previously refused to act on the Texas legislation. The DOJ has not said when it will formally petition the court. Capitol Police say an officer was bitten this morning by a woman carrying a baseball bat. Officers say they approached 25-year-old Olivia Romero just west of the U.S. Capitol building. That's when they say she became agitated and raised a baseball bat she was holding. When officers tried to take it away from her, she scuffled with them and bit one officer. She was eventually taken into custody. The arrest video you're seeing here shows the suspect yelling about politics while being carted away on a stretcher. Charges against Romero are pending. Now, this is the latest incident involving U.S. Capitol Police since the January 6th riots. Earlier this month, a man was taken into custody near the U.S. Supreme Court after a tense standoff with police. In August, another man caused an hours-long standoff after he claimed to have an explosive device. And in April, a Capitol Police officer was killed after a suspect rammed a vehicle into a police barricade. A new study published today indicates that lottery incentives fail to encourage people to get vaccinated against COVID-19. In the study published in JAMA Health Forum, researchers looked at vaccination records in the 19 states that entered people into a cash drawing after they got vaccinated between the end of April and the beginning of July. The researchers observed no statistically significant association between the lotteries and vaccination rates. They also speculated that lotteries may be less enticing than actual cash for vaccines. A New York woman is back with her dog after the cockapoo was trapped in a crevice for 5 days. Rescuers weren't sure they could get her out until one woman was able to fit in the narrow space. Scott McGee has the story.
To truly understand how remarkable this moment is, you have to see what it took to get to it.
It was an effort to get in there.
There is about 40 feet down this narrow crevice. And after multiple days and multiple attempts, it turns out Jessica Van Ord with the New Jersey Initial Response Team was the only person small enough to fit between the narrow rocks.
It wasn't consistent. Like, it wasn't a matter of, can I fit through something this big? It was, can I fit through something shaped like this and then make it out the other side?
By the time Jessica made her attempt, little Liza had been down there for 5 days. They weren't sure she was even alive until they used a plumber's camera to peer into the depths and saw her licking water off the walls.
When we finally got sight of the dog, it really was a cheer of joy.
Liza was alive, but they still had to get her out.
There's definitely a specific headspace involved. It's a head game. Just staying calm and keeping at it.
Keep at it they did. Jessica eventually lassoing Liza, bagging her up and getting her back to the surface and back to her owner.
There she is.
She was absolutely thrilled, just absolutely elated that she was able to get her dog back.
And that was Scott McGee reporting Liza fell into the hole while on a walk with her owner, and vets have given Liza a clean bill of health. Eric Elkin joins me now with a preview of ABC 7 at 5. Hi, Eric.
How would you like that, Mark? Would you go down? I don't know that I'm claustrophobic, but that one might get me.
Yeah, I'll pass. Thank you.
All right, well, coming up on ABC 7 at 5, we look at how local businesses are preparing for next month's border reopening, and we'll explain what the City of El Paso's Environmental Services Department means when they're working to reduce our recycling contamination rate. Stephanie Via and I will have those stories and more coming up at the top of the hour. Mark?
All right, Eric, thanks. Also coming up, Doppler has your complete storm track weather forecast. And have you ever been Intexticated? TxDOT's Jennifer Wright joins me after the break to talk about distracted driving.
Big Bend National Park is a world unto itself.
These are scenics out here you just can't get anywhere else.
A place where stunning natural beauty finds you in between towering canyon walls.
Water's scarce, it's hot, the weather can change dramatically.
Solitude and serenity abound.
It's a long way from nothing, you know. I mean, we got to go 80 miles one way to the grocery shop.
Come along with Nate Ryan to Big Bend on the Nature Report, Monday at 10, only on ABC7. ABC7 is the winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Technical Innovation. Experience our virtual museum, onecrazyyear.com.
Need to refresh your room in your home?
Yeah, have you seen this place?
Well, right now, you can get a look you love and save big during the home makeover sale at Furniture Row. Shop today because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. You'll also find savings on every sofa, every dining table, and every bed. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping.
I love it.
The home makeover sale on now at Furniture Row.
How do we make your glasses the same day? It's all done in store. Our skilled techs handle your glasses from start to finish, getting them back the same day. Quality, affordable glasses made in store, only at iMart Express.
Babe, I am so tired of these high electric bills.
We should call Yellowbird and eliminate the high bills with solar.
Yeah, but we'd still have to pay for the solar panels, right?
Yeah, but Yellowbird installs refrigerated air plus solar and cuts your electric bill in half.
Wait, what?
Yellowbird installs solar plus refrigerated air for only $75 a month. Your electric bill goes to zero.
So we would pay $75 to Yellowbird instead of $150 to the electric company?
It's a great deal.
Well, then I'm calling Yellowbird right now.
Call yellowbirdsolar.com. Tell them a little bird sent you.
Attention dialysis patients. If you struggle with dysfunctional dialysis access, trust iVascular Center to help you diagnose and solve the problem. IVC has resolved thousands of dialysis access issues. Call or visit us online at ivascularcenter.com.
Despite being 100% preventable, distracted driving crashes are still killing Texans almost every year. Almost 1 in 5 traffic crashes in the state are caused by distracted driving. And TxDOT's Jennifer Wright joins me now to discuss this. Jennifer, welcome back, by the way.
Thank you, Mark. I'm so happy to be here. TxDOT is reminding all drivers to put away their phone and to not drive intoxicated to avoid a ticket or worse, a tragedy. It's part of TxDOT's campaign to end the streak of daily deaths on Texas roadways.
All right, Jennifer, I'll bite. What is driving intoxicated?
Well, the American Automobile Association, or AAA, says it's the dangerous habit of texting or being distracted by your phone while driving. Intoxicated driving is a huge problem that can have deadly consequences. On average, sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the entire length of a football field with your eyes closed. Research shows that regardless of whether you use a voice-to-text program, a hands-free device, or a handheld one, the distraction will affect your driving. Furthermore, drivers can experience what's known as the hangover effect, a lasting mental distraction that can last up to 27 seconds after a driver uses their mobile device, even while stopped at a red light, stop sign, or while their vehicle is parked.
All right, so what does Texas state law say about mobile phone use and or texting while driving?
Well, state law prohibits drivers from reading, writing, or sending texts while driving. In Texas, drivers under age 18 are banned from using any kind of device while driving, including all hands-free devices. Using any handheld device in your vehicle in a school zone is illegal. A first offense for texting while driving is punishable by a fine up to $99. Any subsequent offense carries a fine up to $200. In El Paso, in 2020, the number of traffic crashes that involved distracted driving, whether it was distraction, driver inattention, cell phone use, totaled 1,807. These crashes resulted in 16 deaths and 29 serious injuries. Tune in next week and we'll focus on tips to help you prevent driving intoxicated.
All right, we look forward to that, Jennifer. So what's happening in traffic jams next week? Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
Yes, you did, Mark. Well, the word is watch out for overnight closures on I-10 next week, as crews will be working on high-mast lighting by UTEP, closing eastbound lanes Sunday through Thursday nights at Executive Center Boulevard, detouring traffic to Border West Expressway. You won't be able to detour over Trans Mountain either, because the traffic switch happening there will close it down in both directions Sunday through Thursday nights. And Spall Repair will be closing some lanes eastbound on I-10 Monday night from Trowbridge to McRae and westbound Tuesday through Thursday nights from Copia to Executive, beginning at 9 p.m. As always, pack your patience and remember, you aren't in traffic, you are traffic.
Jennifer Wright from TxDOT, thanks, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Mark.
To Storm Track weather now, Chief Meteorologist Alper Dave Spillman's live with your complete forecast.
Yeah, we're going to get right to the weekend forecast because I know a lot of you folks have some big plans scheduled under Saturday and Sunday. 75 for tomorrow if you're going to be heading to the La Union Corn Maze. Sunday at 80 degrees. And up in Las Cruces, you see those temperatures going to be in the 70s as well. A few more clouds will move in here on Sunday. But look at the temperatures tomorrow morning. Elsewhere across parts of town, 48 Fort Bliss, look at Horizon City at 46. Vinton at 42, Tornillo at 48 degrees. So you folks will be dropping down into the 40s. And look at the high temperatures for tomorrow. Lots of you guys back in the mid 70s, mainly sunny skies. Again, the winds are not going to be an issue throughout the day tomorrow. So that will certainly be nice. So any outdoor activities you have looking very nice. 39, although a little chilly up there at Hatch. Oregon at 46, White Sands at 39. Anthony will be at 42 degrees. And look at your high temperatures for tomorrow. Equally very nice across Oneida County. Mid 70s, although you folks in Oregon at nearly 70 degrees. White Sands, maybe your family is going to be heading up there for the weekend. You're looking good at 72 degrees. Here's how things are looking across our eastern counties. Out in Sierra Blanca, Van Horn, Del City, you'll be in the low 40s. And high temps for tomorrow in the 60s, although Van Horn and Culberson County at 72. We continue to watch your Halloween forecast. I know it's Sunday, October 31st, but we're watching it. 76 last year, we were at 77. We had a beautiful day last Halloween, and so far it looks pretty good for this coming Halloween. 47 will be the overnight low. Tomorrow, we're looking at 74 degrees, another beautiful day. Las Cruces for you. Temperatures down to 42. Your highs will make it up to 74. And over the next several days, so we go 74, 79, then 82 in here on Monday. Notice some of the added clouds coming in here Sunday and Monday. We'll be looking at those temperatures in the low 80s. This is going to be running a little bit above the averages. Those overnight lows will be a little warmer, too, in the 50s. Mark.
Doppler, thank you very much. Time for our ABC7 Pet of the Day, sponsored by Brenda Pike Sells Homes at Cornerstone Realty. This is Princess Coco, and our thanks to Rebecca.